The world is growing and becoming more connected. Globally, 1.2 billion people traveled internationally last year, with mobile technology making booking accommodations and transportation easy. But where do we turn to find human connections, exhilarating activities, and authentic experiences that become our favorite travel memories? And how do we know where our money goes? Introducing Localize, the next evolution in experiential travel. Localize incorporates social media to establish a network of adventurous travelers and local activity providers, and to connect with other travelers and locals. You can post pictures, videos, and add ratings and reviews. Follow and recommend experiences to your friends and other travelers. Find locations using the GPS map that is available offline, as well as being able to search and book activities using Localize's easy and secure payment system. But travelers aren't the only ones calling out for connections. Activity businesses, especially in the emerging markets, struggle to reach international travelers through current sales channels. Localize offers these companies access to travelers and enables suppliers to build a peer network for minimal cost. In developing countries, less than 10% of international visitor spending remains in the local economy. The rest goes to foreign-owned airlines, hotels, restaurants, and travel agencies. The Localize model provides travelers an option to do just the opposite, with 90% of revenue passing on to local suppliers. Travelers connect and enjoy the best experiences while contributing directly to the businesses that provide positive jobs and income for locals. Are you ready to localize?
We're a team of passionate travelers. I'm Veena. This is Matt, Charles, and Aparna. And our teammate Katy Birchett can't be with us this evening. She's busy bringing a future Presidian into the world. Last year, 1.2 billion people traveled internationally. A growing percentage, over half, are free independent travelers. That means these people aren't interested in going on a group tour. They're searching for their own experience. And what do they take with them when they travel? Ahead of their passport or their toothbrush? These travelers say that the most indispensable item is their smartphone. And critical for our business, travelers aren't just taking their phones with them, they are booking travel experiences on their mobile devices. This year, that was 59 million Americans, and by year 3 of Localize, that will grow to 86 million Americans. And what do they care about? 9 out of 10 travelers that we interviewed told us that it wasn't the destination that they chose or the place that they stayed. What made their trip really memorable were the activities that they did and the people that they met. As we become more connected globally, it's harder to ignore some of the negative aspects of tourism, harm to local environments, or undervaluing local communities. Presently, a shockingly small percentage of tourism spending stays in the local economy. When a tourist visits a developing country and spends $100, less than $10 stays in that country.
And we didn't think that was fair. So we created the Localize platform to serve both the traveler and the local activity supplier. For these activity suppliers, we offer an increased stream of revenue that will help them also manage their bookings and their offerings and connect with other localized businesses to share best practices. For the traveler, the app functions on 3 key features. First is a simple and secure booking system. The second is we integrate social media to create a community among travelers and locals. And the third is curated recommendations based on the user's location, interest, and social networks. We found that independent travelers rate recommendations from other people they know as the #1 source when planning a trip. So let's consider and imagine that you're traveling to Thailand. Rather than having to think about and remember who among your friends has been there, you can use Localize to search by destination and immediately find among your networks those friends, see their pictures, see their reviews, and connect with them directly for recommendations. Global tourism represents a $2 trillion industry. It grows 7% year on year. Not surprisingly, there are a lot of companies competing for market share. But the majority of these are based around the mainstream purchases of flights and hotels. A relatively few amount are actually around activities and things to do, and an even smaller number of companies are focusing on the connections between people and the community among travelers. Localize stands out in that we offer a very unique combination of function, community, and impact. We've designed Localize to outperform the competition and create what travelers truly want by allowing them to find and book the very best and authentic experiences, connect and share with other travelers in the community, get specific advice and recommendations from people they know, all while contributing to local economies.
So let us get this straight. We are different from our competitors because we work with well-established businesses. Recently, Airbnb launched Trips, who allow for non-regulated hosts to actually provide travel experiences. Our model allows for the investors to mitigate risks, and we also ensure safety to the travelers. We have decided to launch in Thailand, as that is the best place today for travel because it has been the most popular place for adventure travelers in the world. Also, Thailand has the highest percentage of travel bookings done via online mobile apps in the world today. In year 2, we will expand to Southeast Asia, and we will launch globally in year 3. We are ready to launch Localize in 2017. As Charles mentioned, we will leverage off some of the strategic partnerships, and we are excited to share with you that we've already recruited 200 suppliers in Thailand and 5,000 travelers who are waiting for the launch of Localize. We are a team of dedicated 25 years of combined travel experience, working with large tour operators who can take 90,000 clients to Southeast Asia annually. We plan to leverage off these tour operators and revenue share with them so we can gain access to the target market customers. And we also would enable them to use the Localize app for them to do their experiential bookings. We will co-market and commission share also with the 500 Thai hostels, and we will leverage from them the expanded network of advanced fit travelers that we can use for our industry.
In year 1, we will achieve 70% of our customers through the strategic partnerships that Aparna mentioned, which are the hostels and the local tour operators. To go from there, we will utilize the top acquisition strategy of mobile companies, which is customer acquisition strategy. Localize will offer a credit to both the user and to the friend they referred once that friend has booked an activity. Once we have achieved this, and through these strategies, we will be able to achieve exponential growth, and by year 5, we will achieve over 250,000 users. Localize earns revenue through a 3% booking fee on the customer side and through commissions through activity bookings. We've set this rate at 10%, which is half to a quarter of how much the mainstream online travel agencies charge. We're able to achieve this through our lean, optimized platform that will allow us to take our savings and pass them on to the supplier. Not only do we expect our active users to grow year over year, we also expect the average customer spend to increase as we add new destinations and new activities. With an investment of $500,000, Localize will be profitable in year 3, and by year 5, we'll achieve over $2.2 million in net profit. We are a team that can make this happen. Katy and Charles have a combined over 25 years in the adventure travel industry and have the access and relationships with travelers and suppliers and tour operators across the world. Aparna has over a decade of experience in partnerships both domestically and internationally. And Veena will utilize her 2 previous successful business ventures to get our brand to the masses. And I have over a decade of experience in finance, accounting, and operations at companies like Paramount Pictures and CBS Television Studios. But the one thing we have in common is that we've all been transformed by travel and that we know that we're not alone. There are millions of travelers and suppliers waiting out there to be connected for a true experience that makes a difference. So, are you ready to localize?